Hello folks, welcome back to the Dark Hollow Garage. It's the 4th of July weekend. Had a 3-day weekend with the wife and finished up one of my little projects that I'm not sure why I even have it. Not sure why I bought it, but it should be fun. Come on, let me show you what I got. Let's go look, come on. And here we have it, folks. It's an old cat mini bike. And I'll show you some before pictures here. So I'm not sure why I bought this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. My plans after I bought it was to use it as a pit bike, you know, riding around at the drag strip. So I went ahead and ordered parts and repainted it, and we slowly redid it. So what we have is a 79cc Predator motor. It's got the Dark Hollow sticker on it there. It almost matches the paint perfect. Now the paint, I don't know if it'll show up on here in photographs. It didn't show as brilliant yellow as it is. It showed up as kind of a pale yellow, but it's safety yellow. We got the wheels from MiniBike Warehouse, then the axles, tires and tubes. That all came from MiniBike Warehouse. The motor came from Harbor Freight, and we ordered a universal throttle kit for it. Let me see if I can, here we go. There we go. That's the universal throttle kit we adapted to that arm, because this motor was never meant to have, you know, a twist throttle. But it does now. We're going to figure out something to do with an exhaust pipe on it later on. Have a little stinger tail sticking out of it or something. The rest of the parts I got off of Amazon. That's a Harbor Freight Predator. The seat I got from Amazon, 15 bucks. And the grips I got off of Amazon. So the handlebars, I'm sitting on a roll around chair if you hear it rolling. The handlebars are actually powder coated in chrome. And the clutch lever I got off of Amazon, and the clutch cable, that's powder coated chrome. I wasn't sure if it would even work. Sometimes they just turn out gray. And on camera sometimes it just shows up gray. It doesn't show the chrome. But the forks were bent. We straightened the forks. I love the little spring suspension right there. As cool as it can be. Got the knobby tires for all around riding. And the chrome handlebars came out pretty good. Let's slide around this side here. Now our rear brake setup, it's a drum brake down in there. And this is the arm that keeps it from spinning. We've got our brake cable coming through here. Our little cable holder arm that I made. Nothing really special. It's got I think it's a 72 tooth sprocket. Let's see, you can see where the brake is. You pull it. That's for the drum brake. Now the sprocket also came from MiniBike Warehouse, but it was warped. And once I had it installed, I had to beat on it to straighten it out. It runs true now, but I've got an issue with that drum brake. She has a spot where she catches. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, if I'm going to get another sprocket or not. We powder coated our foot pegs in Super Grip. That's like a rubberized sandpaper powder coating. And when it's curing in the oven, it smells like somebody just did a burnout in the garage. We chrome powder coated our kickstand. And for the chain guard, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I found this old air cleaner for a motorcycle. And I cut it down. And I adapted it to cover the clutch so I didn't get my pants stuck in the clutch. We got a couple of tabs that it's screwed to onto the engine and then screwed to those tabs. And then my other part that I did, when I built the seat pan and powder coated it. Let me see if I can show you up underneath. I'll have to show you that in a picture, I guess. The back of the seat bowed down when I sat on it because it sticks off the frame a little bit back here. And I figured, well, I need some sort of a seat support. So I took some Harley saddlebag guards, cut them apart, and then welded them together. There's some welds up underneath here and under here, and then I blended the weld out up here where I cut it apart and welded it together, and I powder coated it chrome. One of the reasons for that is when you're at the track riding around in the pits checking out people's cars, you might want a cold water, right? So here, check this out. I can sit my little cooler on it and tie it down. What do you think of that? That should work out pretty good. So that'll be pretty cool. Old Junkyard D told me not to put very much in it or it'll tip over. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on. Alright, let's do a little fire up. Let me grab the tripod. Hang on. Alright, let's see. Gotta do the on switch. Put on the choke. Guess what? I had a feeling that chain guard was going to hit. And it does. Looks like I got to take it off and fix it. Let me show you. Just a little bit too close to that chain guard. It looks like it's coming up and hitting. Alright, that's something to do in the future. I don't know if it'll do that when you're riding it. I don't know. So we're going to want to take it to the track, right? Well, most of the time I'll be in my van. It's easy to throw it up in the van. Sometimes, well, we're going to use the old Black Sheep Pontiac to go. So I came up with a plan, but I'm not positive it's going to work because I don't have a hitch for that car. So I welded something up and bolted it in only to carry the mini bike on like a package carrier from a hitch. I don't know. Let's check it out. I don't know if it's going to work. Alright, so there's a little outside carrier that I use for the camping van to put the totes and the generator and stuff on that plugs into the hitch. So, I mean, in general, it's a little bouncy because it's, you know, it's aluminum. But the tray itself is all jiggly. But the hitch that I bolted into the car that I custom welded, it's not moving, which is crazy for the amount of movement you see. It's actually the stupid tray that's doing it. Yeah, so that might be how we go to the drag races. I don't know if that's all the way in or if it needs to come out some. I can't tell. I forgot to check that. Yeah. So I think that'll be the way we go to the car show. Sure is awful jiggly though. I don't know, I might have to take it for a test run. Then I figure out where to strap it down. Probably strap it from here, around there, and then around that one down to the other one, from down below. Sure looks sketchy though. It might work. We'll see. Tell me what you think. Well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed that little tour of the mini bike progress. It was a fun little project. We picked it up, the frame, $40, and I don't know, I might have another $275, $300 into it, to the point it's at right now. A lot of stuff I had here, as far as, you know, hardware and metal to weld and what have you. We'll have to test run that rack. I'm not sure about that, but I really would like to take it with me to the car show, because from what I understand, it's a 1969 Cat. I forget the model, 350 SS or something. I don't know, they had quite a few models. I'm a little bit confused on which one it actually is, but I do know that it's a Cat mini bike from 69 or 70, right in that era. So I'd like to take it to the car show with me, you know, have it displayed with the car. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us. We'll catch you next time.